Okay. Okay, so we're just going to use a magic circle today. And if you don't have a magic circle, you can pretend by using a squishy ball or something like it, and also a stretchy band or even a yoga strap. That could work well too. But magic circles are really fun. Look at that. That's it. So we're going to start down on the floor today. Turn off my little heater here. Okay. All right. So we're going to start down on the mat. I have my magic circle. It's also called an ultra fit circle. I like magic better. Feel free to use a mat if you don't have a nice rug like me. So I'm going to start first by holding the magic circle. I've got both of my hands on one of the pads here. And then I'm going to start with my left foot. We'll of course do both, so whichever one you start with is fine. I'm going to put the ball of the foot / the toes on the pad of the opposite side. And you can either keep this leg bent or you can straighten it out. This is a lot more intense. So you just decide which one is right for you, okay? We're gonna start with a soft left knee. And I'm gonna try to soften my shoulders and let my neck feel nice and long here. I'm gonna keep my arms just kind of not so working that hard at all. My elbows are soft and just, the arms are not really doing much. I'm going to point my foot, I should say, pushing the toes in the ball, the foot into the pad. When you flex the foot, reach the toes back towards you, and now you can bend your elbows and pull on the circle, okay? So release work in the arms as you point, and then bend the elbows and flex. So immediately this is quite a stretch and a wake up for the foot. Point and flex. And we'll do about 5 more here. Point and just breathe along the way. Flex, reach the toes towards the ceiling, and then pull them back towards you. 3 more. And 2 more. 1 more time. And I'm gonna flex the foot. Keep the elbows bent a little bit, pulling a bit into the circle. And I'm gonna bend my knee, but bring the foot with me. Okay, so when I bend my knee, I'm not doing this. I'm pulling the foot back. And then I'm gonna straighten the leg and keep the foot flexed. Bend the knee, pull the leg back. Elbows are wide, shoulders are down. Extend the leg, pull on your circle. And keep going here. I just want to say that I know some of your hamstrings are very tight. Okay, so if it doesn't look like the angles that mine are, don't get mad. Just be patient and breathe. Lengthening, pulling the leg back towards you when you bend the knee, and then stretching out. We're just going to do 1 more here. As you straighten your leg or try to flex the foot, now I'm going to keep my leg out there. I'm going to kind of relax through the ankle. My right hand will go on the circle and my left arm is going to come out to the side. And I'm going to go back and forth going right and left, right and left. And I'm not going to change the hands that my circle. I'm just going to keep my right hand connected here. If you want to change to the left hand as you come out to the left, go for it. Actually, changing the hands around, you might want to just try what it's like using your left hand to go right and left. It really does feel different both ways, in my opinion. Okay, so it's up to you, however you want to do it. Give yourself 2 more of these. Breathe. Try and relax the foot for this one, by the way. And I like to keep my knee a little soft. And then last one here. Relaxed foot, knee soft. And then we'll come back to the center. I'm going to bend my right leg, release the left. Now we get to switch. Ooh, this one's always tighter. So I'm bringing my right foot / toes into the pad. I'm gonna stretch out through the left. Arms are relaxed. Point the foot and flex. Reach the toes back. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more. Point and flex. So now I'm going to kind of keep the foot flexed. I'm going to relax the foot a little, bend the knee, pull back, and then extend the leg. Again, flex the foot. You can just try and keep the foot relaxed through this next bit. Bend, pull the foot back. And lengthen out. I'm going to do 4 more here. And reach. And 3. We'll do 1 more. And then leg up. So again, I'm going to hold on with my left hand. You can try both, see which one you like better. I'm going to cross the body, relax your foot a little bit here, and keep the knee soft, is what I like to do. And then go from right to left. You can explore switching the hands out as you bring your leg to the right. If you want to switch out and do that part with the right arm, that's fine. Take your time here. If you get to a place you're like, oh my gosh, I could hang out here for a couple deep breaths, do that. I'm going to go each way 1 more time. And take a nice deep breath. And then back to the center. I'm going to bend my left, release the right. Just for a moment, I'm going to hold on to the circle, kind of like that, and just rest my arms here. Feet can come a little wider than the hips. Just keep your upper body relaxed and bring your knees right and left. Right and left. 2 more. One more. And then we'll come back to the center, okay? So now I'm gonna take my circle just like this, and I'm gonna put the pads in between my thighs below the knee. So I'm not pushing on the knee joint with the magic circle. And then I'm gonna walk my feet out as wide as I need to, so I'm not doing much work here. I'm just keeping the circle where it is, okay? And we'll start with the arms down by the sides. Let the arms be long, let the neck be long, and we're gonna breathe here. Inhale, let your belly expand. Inhale into your belly. And then exhale, and follow your exhale all the way out. We're gonna keep breathing like that, super deep breaths, but we're gonna add on the exhale, squeezing the circle. As you inhale, fill your waist up, release the circle a bit. And as you exhale, gently squeeze the circle, and feel free to squeeze the circle as much as you want here. Keep going here. Bring your hands to your hip bones, your pelvic bones here, the 2 ones that are side to side. And just make sure when you're moving through this that you're not tucking or arching the pelvis. Just keep it nice and still and nice and neutral. You're not overly tucked or arched, somewhere in the middle, okay? Let's do 4 more of these. Challenge yourself by taking the longest exhale you can. One more. Now squeeze your circle, hold there. Bring your arms down by your sides. Squeeze the circle and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just keep breathing here. Again, squeeze and hold. 5, 4, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. 3, 2, 1, and release. 3 more of these. Squeeze and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. 2 more. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. 1 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Okay, we're going to take the circle out from in between the legs. Just kind of move your legs around a little bit. I'm going to take both feet, go inside the circle now. Now the circle is going to be in the same place, just below the knee, going towards the floor. But now the circle's on the outside. Okay, so just keep adjusting until this feels like it makes sense. It's kind of weird to get right, but once you get it there, you'll know. And we're just going to walk the feet out, so you're just ever so gently pressing outward into the circle. And I'm going to bring my hands back to my hip bones, and I'm just going to gently press outward. Okay, you don't have to break the circle. It's not a crazy push here. Just wake up the muscles going down the outsides of the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release by letting the knees come back in towards one another. Again, press out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come in. We're doing 3 more. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in, and 2, 5. I'm just pressing out and holding. 3, 2, 1, and come in. Again, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then last time here. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and come on back in. So just relax for a minute, let the knees come in, take a nice deep breath. Arms are going to come down by your sides. I'm going to walk my feet in a bit towards my tush. I can't remember if I said this in the beginning. I did. If you don't like the circle, or if your legs just don't fit in it in a way that feels right to you, you can tie a stretchy band or find a circular stretchy band and just put it in exactly the same place. Okay, so feel free to switch it out. We're going to lift the hips a few times here. So you'll have to adjust your feet, maybe walk them in towards your tush, arms by your sides. Pushing down through the feet and gently pressing outward into the circle. Lift your hips just a little bit and then lower back down. We're going to do this a few more times. As you lift, just lift to a place that feels right for you today, whatever that means to you, and then lower back down. Your pelvis, I don't want you to tuck your pelvis, but ever so slightly reach the sits bones in the direction of your knees. It almost feels a little bit like a tuck to me, and it helps the tush muscles to turn on. And then lower down. As you continue lifting and lowering, arms are long, neck is long. I like exhale. And then inhale, come down. We're going to do 4 more with a nice long exhale as you lift your hips. Exhale, lift. Inhale, fill up on the way down. Inhale, come down. 2 more. One more here. Hold at the top. Hold here. Reach your arms longer than you thought you could and relax your neck and your throat. Gently press out into the magic circle. Press down into the floor with your big toe, your pinky, and your heel. So you have those 3 points of connection to the floor. Lower your hips an inch, and then come on back up. An inch, and then come on back up. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then lower the hips down, relax through your pelvis, take a nice deep breath, okay? We are taking the circle off, and we're going back to where we were only moments ago. In between the thighs again, just beyond the knee, so you're not pushing into the knee joint. And also just to refer, if you don't have a magic circle, or if you don't like the way this feels, some people just kind of hate this. You can use a squishy ball, a pillow, something else, a yoga block, okay? Walk the feet relatively close to your tush. We're gonna do some more bridges here. Now the circle is back between the thighs. Arms long, neck is long. Push through the feet, heel, big toe, little toe, and lift. Okay, so my magic circle looks more like an oval right now. So you're just gonna keep your knees in, kind of in line with your feet and your hips, probably a little wider than your feet would normally be. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come up. Inhale, come down. Long exhale. 4 more. The deeper the breaths, the better here. Okay, and if you need to take a break or not do as many as I'm doing or more than I'm doing, please listen to your body. Two more. And one more time. And lift. Okay, we're gonna lower halfway down, whatever that means to you. And I'm gonna squeeze and gently release the circle. It's a small pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips lower down, relax through the legs for a minute, take a breath. We're gonna go back where we just were. Gently squeeze the circle a little bit. Hips come back to that halfway place. Hold there. Put your hands onto your hip bones again. Right hip slash booty is gonna go down and then up, and then the left. Down and up. You'll just keep your magic circle gently squeezed. Breathe. Please don't hold your breath. 5 more sets. 5, right, 5, left. 4, right, ooh, my inner thighs. And 3, 2, 1, and 1. Come on up, hold here, lower the hips. You can grab your circle and just hold it, just kind of hands onto the sides. Bring your feet together, let your knees go wide, and just give yourself a deep breath here. And one more. Okay, legs are gonna come back up again. All right, so we're gonna do a little side body work here. So I'm gonna roll onto my right side. I'm gonna bring the circle with me. This is kind of where the circle is optional. I kind of like adding it in. Just a few notes here. I'm gonna put my head on my arm. If for some reason this isn't right for you, yoga block or a pillow under your head, just like that. And then you can just bring the bottom arm forward or like that, okay? I'm gonna take this circle, stand it up, and put it out in front of my face slash chest, somewhere around there. So when I straighten my top arm out, and I just gently press into the circle, I don't feel like I feel like my arm is really in line with my shoulder, okay? Just a quick note here, lean slightly forward, and then lean slightly back, and then come back to your side. Let's try and really get right on our right side, okay? Gently push down into the circle, relax your top shoulder down, and actually we're gonna send the legs out nice and straight. My legs are slightly forward. I'm not in a straight line, so I'm on a bit of an angle. Press the bottom leg down and lift the top leg about as high as your hip, and I'm gonna flex my top foot, bring my leg forward and back. Okay, so the challenge here, there's a few, in my opinion. The circle makes this more challenging because you have an extra thing to balance. You have to kind of sort of negotiate how much your upper body is moving around, pressing down into the circle along the way. Here's what you can think about. Can you keep your upper body in exactly the same place as you bring your top leg forward and back? I kind of like flex forward, point back. We're gonna do 3 more. Flex forward, point back. 2 more. Flex forward, point back. 1 more. And point back. And then I'm gonna bring the leg back and just rest it on the bottom leg. Turn out the top leg just a little bit. Let's plug that top shoulder in, and we're kicking up and down. Up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg. Take a breath. Again, plug that top shoulder in, lift your top leg just a little bit. Make your top leg longer than your bottom leg. Really stretch it out nice and long. Can you keep your pelvis and your upper body still? Circle the top leg. Everything else is still. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and then we've got to go the other way. Pelvis is nice and still. Continue to push down through the bottom leg. Neck is nice and long. 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. And then lower that leg down. I'm going to bring both legs forward. I'm going to bend here. Okay, quick spine check-in. Make sure your spine is fairly neutral. You shouldn't be rounded or overly arched. Imagine you were up against a wall with your back. Okay, press down through your bottom leg. Lift your top leg up and down. We're gonna do 6 more here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lower down. Come up about halfway. Little pulse. Up, down, up, down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold foot to foot, foot up. The knee stays nice and still. It's just the bottom half of the leg that is moving. 4, 3, 2, last one. Ooh. And then come all the way down. Okay, let's just put that circle down for a minute. Bring your top arm forward, put your head down, open the arm to the other side of the room, and breathe. Knees right, look left. With each exhale you do here, exhale tension from wherever you're feeling it, your neck, your shoulders, your hips, wherever it is. Your brain. And 1 more. And then I'm gonna roll back to my side. We're gonna go right over into the other side so I don't forget what we just did. Because I may. Okay, so again, the rules don't have to be the same on this side. Maybe you do something else in some way. That's okay. If you want to put something under your head instead of your arm, you can figure that out. Top arm goes on the circle. And again, I feel like my top arm is pretty straight. And I feel like I can plug my top shoulder in. Legs are going to come out nice and long. Lengthen your neck, belly button is in, top leg is about hip height. And I'm gonna come forward and back and forward. Usually one side is weirder than the other. Harder to control or easier to control, harder to, like, less mobility. It's good to notice that. The goal is to keep the upper body nice and still. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back together. Turn out with the top leg up and down. Up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Hover the top leg over the bottom leg. Make the top leg longer than the bottom leg. Everything is still except this top leg, which is circling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we go the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then lower all the way down. Okay, so now we're bending the knees. Quick spine check-in. Nice and long and neutral here. Try not to overly round or arch. Belly is in. Up and down with the top leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and lower down about halfway, pause, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold again. Leg should be as high as your hip. Ooh, down and up. This is great for hip strength and hip mobility, this little move here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and oof, rest it down. Okay, stretch. Top arm comes forward. Open your upper body to the wall behind you. Knees left, look right. And then we'll roll back, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna come up to sit again. I wanna do a little bit of side body work. So we're gonna come on to our right side, back to the right side. When you come to your side, we're gonna bring the forearm down and bend the knees. When you bend your knees, bring them back a little bit. So you almost want your upper body and your thighs to be in the same plane. A straight-ish line here, and then the feet are back, okay? Line up your elbow under your shoulder, and then push the floor away. When you push the floor away with your elbow, you should feel your side body wake up a little bit here. And then we're gonna bring the top arm up. And I'm gonna try lifting and lowering my hips. So let's really try and keep that top shoulder plugged in. I like exhale on the way up, but just breathe however you want. We're gonna do 4 more here. And 3. And 2. This next one we're gonna lift and hold. Maybe we'll add and knee lift and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down, okay? I'm gonna bring my legs forward a little bit. My feet are off to the left. My right foot is right against my left thigh. I'm gonna bring my left hand to my left ankle. I'm gonna bring this arm up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna bend my left elbow and stretch over towards the left side of the room. And then come back up again. Let's inhale, sit tall. This time, as you stretch over, relax that left shoulder. Gently twist through the upper body, looking down at your left foot. Relax your head. We'll do one more like that. Untwist and sit tall. And then come on back down, and we're gonna do the other side here. So legs over, elbow underneath the shoulder. I think that's kind of important, so double check, elbow underneath the shoulder, push down, get yourself straight-ish here. Knees are bent, feet are back. Arm to the ceiling, that's what I like, but you can do something else if you can think of. This is kind of good too, I don't know. Or hand behind the head is good too. Okay, so exhale, hips up. And again, with this one side work, one side is bound to feel different from the other, weirder, stronger, weaker, tighter. And we'll do 3 more. Belly button is in. 2 more. Keep the breath moving. Please try not to hold your breath. And this one we're going to hold. Knee up. 4, 3, 2, last one. All the way down. And again, I'm going to come up to sit. Feet are over to the right. Left foot is against the right thigh. Right hand holding onto the right ankle. If anything doesn't feel right for your parts, just leave it out. Left arm is up. Relax your right shoulder. Oh my gosh, it's a good one. Good stretch here. Relax your head a little. And then come back up, sit tall. This time we're going to add our twist. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Look down at your right foot. Reach through the left fingertips. Head relaxes. One more. And then come back to the center and bring this arm down. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of plank-ish, push-up-ish stuff. I'm going to use the magic circle. People don't always like this, so if you hate it, just leave it out, okay? I'm going to come to my knees here. The circle is going to take a little bit of the work out of this, which can help you to just feel a little bit more strong as you move through a modified push-up. Even a modified push-up is really challenging for me. So I'm going to aim the circle on the ground. I'm just going to put it underneath my ribs or my chest, and then I'm putting the other side of the circle right on under my ribs, just below my chest. Adjust the angle when you need to, okay? So this is work. This is still work right here, of course. It's all going to be work. Hands shoulder distance. Spread your fingers apart. Get your feet and legs in a position. My knees are clearly bent. As you bend your elbows wide, you're going to feel more pressure, and then push yourself all the way up. So make any adjustments that you need to make as you move through this. Usually I have to adjust my circle ever so slightly. And we're going to do 6 more here. 6. Feel free to straighten your legs out and do a real push-up if you want. 5. Belly is in. 4. 3. 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Just let your circle fall for a minute. Walk your hands back. Uncurl your toes. Sit back, relax your head. Deep breath. One more. Okay, we're going to try all of this again. Okay, so get your circle situated. And again, if you don't like the circle, just leave it out. I'm going to continue to do modified push-ups here. Elbows wide, spine is long. Engage the front and the back line of your body and bend. And 2. 6 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Walk back. This time I'm going to curl my toes forward and just get a little bit of a foot stretch here. Head relaxes. One more deep breath. Okay, one more set. Get yourself organized here with the circle or not. And again, we're going to do 8 more here. Engage the back and the front line of the body. Belly button pulls in. 8. 4 more. And all the way back. This time I'm going to bring my knees wider than my hips. Stretch my arms forward, head down. I'm going to walk my hands over to the right. Head relaxes. And then walk my hands over to the left. Head relaxes. And then back to the center. And then roll it up. Okay, we're coming onto our backs to do a little bit more abdominal work. I think that was the warm up for the abdominal work. Take your circle with you. And come onto your back. Okay, so when I come down onto my back, I'm going to be holding one side of the circle, and then the pad will go underneath my head to support the head as we do some abdominal work. Elbows will be a little wide. Hands are kind of right over my forehead or my eyes. Just a quick shoulder check-in. Plug your shoulders in a bit. Keep your elbows nice and wide. Before you move, draw the abdominals in. Draw the chin in towards the throat just a little bit. And we're going to exhale, curl forward. Just a quick note here. Gently pull your head down into the circle. As you curl forward, keep that gentle pressure into the circle ever so slightly. That helps me to keep my neck nice and long. We're going to do 4 more. Exhale, curl up. Lower down. Keep the circle exactly where it is and just bring your arms down by your sides for a minute. Take a nice deep breath. Come back again, okay? Either keep your feet down and do exactly what we just did with your legs down, or for the next bit, you can bring your legs up into tabletop, elbows wide, shoulders away from your ears. Think knees over belly button. If your hip flexors are real tight, bring your knees wider, try that. So we're gonna, again, curl up. One more. You can take the circle out and put down the head and then put your legs down. For this next bit, we're gonna just put the circle off to the side. Arms are gonna come up towards the ceiling, palms facing one another. Legs will come back up to where they just were. Let's say knees over belly button. The knees of my feet are close or together. Plug the shoulders in and then reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Draw the abdominals in. Keeping your spine and your abdominals drawn in, lower and lift one leg. As you lower your leg, you're drawing your abdominals in a little bit more to just create stability through the midsection. And come up. Keep breathing. So as long as this is going well, we're going to add an opposite arm move. As you bring down one leg, the opposite arm reaches back and returns. 2 more sets. It's one of those exercises that you could easily not realize is as challenging as it is. So really draw the abdominals in. 1 more each way. Other side. Ooh. And then come all the way down. Just take a nice deep breath for a minute. Inhale, exhale. Okay, the circle's coming back. Don't get mad. The circle is going to come in between the ankles, just below the ankle bone, and the legs are going to come up towards the ceiling. Just a gentle squeeze of the circle, arms by your sides, really long, okay? Legs can either straighten or stay bent, just depending on how flexible you feel today. Belly button comes in deeply, lower, and lift. Lower. This is a hip flexor and abdominal and back and arms exercise. All the things. 4 more. 3. 2. 1 more. Grab the circle, legs down. Put that circle off to the side for a minute. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, we're flipping over onto our bellies. Flip it over. When you come over, hands underneath the forehead. And just let yourself even out here. Take a few deep breaths, just like we did in the beginning of class, where the exhale is longer than the inhale. And just try and breathe into your waist instead of your shoulders. Okay, so I encourage you to keep breathing however you want through this next bit. I'm going to bring my arms out to the sides. I like to call this goalpost or cactus shape. Elbows are bent. And I'm going to put the forehead back down on the mat. Draw the abdominals in just a little bit. Gently push down through the arms. Lift the chest and the head. As you lift, you look forward, maybe slightly up. And then as you go back down, chin in, forehead down. Okay, so a couple of things about this movement. Arms are gently pressing down. Envision what happens with your spine when you look down at your phone. Every single time you look down at your phone, we're rounding forward. This move is the opposite of that. Okay? And that is very exciting. 2 more. And then 1 more time. And then come all the way down. Now I'm going to come up, let's say a third of the way up, and just hover off the floor, looking down at the floor. Belly button comes in, arms only. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 1 more. Up and down. Put your head down to one side. Take a nice deep breath here, okay? The next bit I'm gonna try out, and you can try it too if you have your circle. And if not, maybe just hook your thumbs. You can hook your thumbs right over your tush and just along the way extend your fingertips back with your thumbs hooked, all right? I'm gonna hold on to either side of my magic circle with my hands. I'm bringing my forehead back down and I'm gonna draw the abdominals in, reaching back as I lift my head and look forward. And then lower back down. And again. One more time. All the way down. And then I'm gonna put the circle off to the side, hands by your sides. Let's sit back and take another deep stretch through the spine. Head is heavy. Okay, I'm gonna come up to stand through a down dog, and you can join me if you'd like. Take a couple deep breaths wherever you are. And then I'm gonna walk my hands back towards my feet and do a bit of a hang here through the upper body. Head is heavy. And then I'm gonna push down through my feet and slowly come up to stand. All the way up. Take a nice deep breath at the top. Okay, one more thing before we're free. We're gonna take our magic circle. And for this part, you can use your ball, but really it doesn't feel the same. So I'm just gonna keep the magic circle right in front of the chest, and I'm just gonna wrap my fingers around one side and push the palms of the hands into the opposite side of the circle. Elbows are wide, shoulders are down. Belly button pulls in, squeeze the circle a little more, the most, and come out. 1, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3, and out. 4 more. 4 and 3. Try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. 2. 1 more. And then come out. Take the circle with your left hand, bring the right arm by your side, put the circle on your left hip, and then bring the palm of the hand to the opposite side. Now, this is an exercise where the left shoulder will be plugged in, and I want you to pull your left shoulder blade down so you can feel this where your bra strap is, your lat, okay? When you push the circle in towards you and then come back out again, it's not a big movement, just enough to feel the lat fire. Everyone overdoes this. It's a much smaller movement. You can even keep your hand on your trip. I want you to feel this exercise 50% in your shoulder and 50% in your lat. It's very easy to feel it 90% in your shoulder and 10% down here, if that makes sense. Usually the less you push the circle in, the more you feel it. I'm just pushing in and coming back out again. I'm gonna do 3 more. Breathe. For some reason, closing my eyes helps with this one. Standing tall. And 1 more. And then we'll come over to the right side. And this is another one where usually one side feels a lot weirder than the other. Plugging my top shoulder in. I'm trying to feel this in the lat, 50% and 50% in the shoulder. And come out. Elbow is wide, shoulder is down. As you push in, exhale and draw the shoulder blade way down. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. Okay, weird exercise. Okay, bring the circle behind you and hold on like that. This is just kind of for shoulder mobility and a shoulder stretch. Stand up nice and tall. My feet are about hip distance. And down. And down. 2 more. And 1 more time. And all the way down. Okay, last bit here. Bring the circle in between and just above your ankles. And just stay there. I'm just walking in a teeny bit so the circle gets a little bit of a squeeze. And then arms come out nice and long. Keep the circle and your hips nice and still. Shoulders are down. We're twisting to the right. Exhale. Look at your back hand. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more each way. Deepest breath. Last one. And then come back to the center. Bring your right arm down and your left arm up and stretch over. And then one more the other way. And then back to the center. Release the circle. We did it. Have a great day.